It's Harry. Hey everybody, it's me, Harry the BFD. And I'd just like to say, hello there. Now, before I start on this rant, I would like you all to know it is about celebrities. You know, those people that you always see in the news and the tabloids and on the internet and things like that. And the magazines, all the magazines. But before I start ranting about them, or whatever I do, I would like you all to know I like them. They're people too. They have hearts and feelings and all that good stuff. I think. But I also want you all to know that I really don't hold anything against a celebrity, because, you know, naturally one of these days I'd like to be one, because that's just how I am. Which you can probably tell by the fact that I've got a webcast that shows my face throughout the entire world about once a week. Yeah. Okay. Now it's time for my actual rant. Give me a second to itch. Okay. Now, the thing about celebrities is that everything they do is documented. And I don't really have a problem with that. I would not like to, have that lack of privacy myself, but it's a sacrifice that they are willing to make. But the thing about it is, I just wish that their lack of privacy wasn't posted everywhere. The tabloids are okay. I don't read the tabloids. Things like MTV, I watch it, but, I don't live by it, so I can deal with the celebrities popping up there. But it's the news. The news! They should not be on the news that often. I mean, come on. How many times can we hear the same story without trying to shoot ourselves? Sorry if that was a little bit graphic. But hey, I'm just in that kind of mood today. Or am I? I don't know. Stop asking me questions. Or am I asking myself questions? Stop making me ask myself questions. I know you're doing it. You're like sending psychic waves back in time to when I'm recording this, and you're making me ask myself these questions. And, you're watching it, and you're like, wah, your little psychic thing. Okay. My paranoid schizophrenic stage is over. I'm good. What was I saying? Oh yeah, celebrities in the news. Now, the thing that really bothers me is that all the news stations show the same story all the time. And, it just gets annoying because, thing is, I turn it to one news station, and it's a story about a celebrity, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna cover that, and then, 30 minutes to an hour, they should be on to the next few stories. And so I change the next station. It's the same exact story. Next station, same exact story. Next station, same exact story. And it's like, oh my god. Then, I'm figuring, okay, 30 minutes to an hour, they should all be off that topic. So I go back 2 hours later, and it's like, oh my god, they're still on the same story. How many times do I have to hear the same exact facts? Like, the Britney Spears thing. I don't know why she shaved her head. I don't care why. She shaved her head. I used to have my head shaved, believe it or not. I didn't always used to be the big fluffy dog. I used to be the slightly less big, very, fuzzy dog. I was fuzzy. I had hair about that long. It was a 1 guard, sometimes a 2 guard. And as one of my good friends put it, I look like a fuzzy Tootsie Pop. But that's aside from the point. Or is it? I don't know. I keep asking myself questions this time. I don't know why. I just do. Okay? Okay? Get off my back about it. Nyeh. Oh, this is for my friend. Nyeh. There. He always loved that face. From the first one. Yeah. But Britney Spears thing with the shaving of the head, and back whenever Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes were getting married, they were constantly showing footage about that. Even though most of us don't really care about them, except that, people who watch the news too much started caring because they had to, because if they didn't, they would have to turn off the TV, and that would just, be horrible. Yes, I know you're all out there. And now they've still got news reports going on about Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise doing all these things. Tomcat. What's with these names? Tomcat, and Bennifer Part 2, and other things that people are named, I can't think of any right now, but they are. They have these names, and they're there, and they're names, and that's what they're called, because they're names. But actually, I've come up with a little song, poem thing I'd like to recite to you all. I'm sorry if I haven't really rehearsed this very much, so I'm probably going to have to read off my little script here. This is one of the very few times I've ever had to actually do a script. But here goes. Every single station all across the nation shows the same bit of devastation because they lack the sophistication to feed our starvation for valuable information. So it's my recommendation to practice differentiation, because the ramifications will create a foundation for our specialization and cause the eradication of group identification. Huh. Gangsta. That was my talent thing. I don't know what you would call it. Talent, ability. My talent to be able to look in a rhyming dictionary and look up the Asian ending. Yes, I have one of those. It's over that way in my book bag. Yes, I keep it in my book bag along with my song notebook and everything. Yeah, that's what I do. I do it. Yes. Well, I think that's about our time for today, so before we leave, I think it's about time for me to send you over to our man in the streets. Man in the streets, you can take it over from here. Hi, I'm Man on the Streets, your Man on the Streets, and I am here with this installment of the Rubik's Blob Update. Now, just as last time, I have the top and the bottom color coordinated, but this time I've gotten a lot closer to actually finishing the thing. Now, I've got all but one on this side, and now I've got all but two on this side, and I've got all but two but this on this side, all but one on this side, but the only problem is I have to twist it in order to get all those. Now, what I figured out that I have to do is I have to take these two right here, and swap their places with these two. That'll be, the whole bottom will be done. I just don't know how to do that. And, let me see here. This one needs to be put here. This one needs to be put here. And this one needs to be put here. Now, if anybody could tell me how to do this, I would be much obliged. Until then, this has been your Rubik's Blob Update. And Man on the Streets is out. Now back to Harry in the studios. Thank you, Man in the Streets, for that valuable nugget of information. I will use it to my full advantage. That was about its full advantage, because all I could really do with that nugget of information was make a joke about it and then make a bad rim shot sound. Yes. I'm good like that. Well, I think that about wraps it up for today, so this has been Harry the BFD, and I'm out of the doghouse.